Hello everyone and welcome to Retail Archaeology. Today we'll be taking a look at the Dillard's Clearance Center at Metrocenter Mall in Phoenix, Arizona. Now originally when the mall opened in 1973, this was a diamonds department store, but it converted to a Dillard's in 1984. The store currently only occupies the top floor. The bottom floor was closed off when it was converted to a clearance center in 2009. Now while we take a quick look at the closed off first floor here, I wanted to quickly address a question I get quite often, which is, how can I learn how to make videos like this and help document these department stores for myself? And I think that's where this episode's sponsor, Skillshare, can really come in handy. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes in design, business, technology, and more. You want to learn how to edit videos? They've got classes for that. You want to learn how to operate a camera? There's classes for that. There's even classes in logo design to help you design logos and artwork for your own YouTube channel. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes from experts working in their fields, so you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work that you love. And the best part is the value. Skillshare is one of the most affordable learning platforms out there. An annual membership is less than $10 a month. So if you want to learn how to make videos or really do anything else, make sure to click that link down in the description below. And the great news is the first 500 people that click that link get to try Skillshare Premium for 2 months free. Now let's get back to the Dillards and take a look at the floor that's actually open. So here we are inside the Dillard's Clearance Center, and this place is quite the time machine. Right when you walk in, it immediately smells like 1980s department store. And look at those amazing wood parquet floors. Those run all throughout the store. Unfortunately, they're kind of worn in some areas, but I still love them. It definitely doesn't look like anything's been updated in here since the 80s, and it's very possible that a lot of this dates back to the original diamonds department store. Speaking of worn flooring, the carpets in the store are also very worn out, which is unfortunate because they are those really cool department store pastel colors, but it doesn't look like they've been replaced in a very long time. You can also see the ceilings are kind of dingy and dirty too. This really caught my eye, the way that all of these shirts are organized by color. It's actually kind of cool looking. I have to give him credit for that. There's the stairwell or escalator well that goes down to the bottom floor, but you can see it's closed off and all the lights are turned off, and there's not really an easy way to get down there. God, I would love to get down there though. Now there is a Dillard's Clearance Center at Fiesta Mall, and that one gets fairly busy, but this one didn't seem busy at all, and Fiesta Mall is completely closed for the most part except for the clearance center, so I found that kind of interesting. There's also quite a bit of empty shelving and stuff like that. I guess they really don't need that bottom floor. Man, I really want to get down there. I bet it's amazing down there. I bet that's where the perfume and stuff was, so there's probably some really cool tile work. Here's some more emptiest shelving. That's quite the display for a few hats. That visual there on the wall of the little boy, that's got to be from the 90s, because that doesn't even look like it's in the right spot anymore. And here's the shoe area, and this is where things get really tacky. That shelving looks like warehouse shelving. And holy crap, Blue. Just walking through here, I was singing Blue by Eiffel 65 in my head. That is a lot of Blue. Now, I did stop hearing that song in my head once I saw these shoes, because then I immediately started hearing Purple Rain in my head. Now this is the customer service area, and this is really amazing. This is peak 80s department store back here. Really the only thing active it looks like is the restrooms anymore. But look at that really old IBM CRT monitor. Wonder if that stuff all fires up still. And then the pastel color on the walls, that restrooms and elevator lettering, that's amazing. And all these old visuals and stuff, I wonder how long these have been there. I think this was my favorite part of the whole store. I can just picture in my head, you know, way back when during the heyday of malls, you know, people lined up here to do different things like pay their Dillard's card bill or return something or have some sort of other customer service issue to get solved, and I can imagine people waiting for the elevator there. I'm really glad that I captured this. It's beautiful. Now this is not so beautiful. This is more of that tacky warehouse style shelving, and really with these bins over here, it was just starting to feel like a thrift store at this point. Just random junk thrown in bins. Doesn't really scream high class department store, or what you think of when you think of Dillard's. Or this tacky purse that was over here. I cringed when I looked at the price tag of this. That's not a brand I'm familiar with. But are they out of their mind? It's not even worth the $42, I don't think, let alone that original sticker price. And I feel like that's something you would find at Goodwill for a few dollars. Just like these hats. So much shelving, so few hats. And this really looks not unlike a lot of garage sale setups that I've seen. But as interesting as this place is to look at on the inside, it's also really, really interesting visually on the outside. So let's go ahead and take a trip out there now. The whole store has this really interesting kind of pyramid architecture to it that matches the brutalist architecture that all the other department stores at this mall have. And look at how empty that parking lot is. That tells you how well Metrocenter Mall is doing. I'm guessing not a lot of people walk down these stairs anymore. There goes a speeding car. That was interesting. There's these weird little like bubble embellishments every now and again on the pyramids as well. Not quite sure what the meaning of those were, but that looks like a great rail for skateboarding. You can see there though the door that would normally go into the first floor is closed off with like a garage door, like a pull down door. So it's definitely permanently closed. I noticed this little interesting nook back here, so I wanted to take a look and see, if I could figure out where this door went to, and I wasn't unsurprised to find that it's pretty much a mess back here. There's a lot of little crevices like this all around Metrocenter Mall that are just kind of filthy messes. I'm guessing jackass kids dropped those boulders down from the floor above. And then if we walk around the other side of the store, there's this interesting, it looks like an employee break area and also like their loading docks and stuff. It's an interesting awning. But this all looks very old, and the no smoking sign next to the ashtray full of cigarettes really cracked me up. I get the feeling a lot of department store employees smoke. This is a part of Metrocenter Mall I've never seen before, so this is kind of interesting to come back here. I bet this Dillard's was pretty amazing before it was a clearance center. Even back when it was a Diamonds department store before it was a Dillard's. I imagine a lot of this carpeting and flooring and pastel colors on the walls and everything were still the same, but just clean and not run down and much better maintained. I love this particular Dillard's because of the 80s department store aesthetic that it has, but it's also very sad to see it just kind of run down and deteriorated. If you have any memories of shopping at this store before it was a clearance center, I'd love to hear about those down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching.
Trésor, the fragrance for treasured moments. Trésor, the fragrance from Lancôme, Paris. For treasured holiday moments, La Fête de Lancôme, your free gift with any Lancôme purchase of $20. Now at Dillard's.